Hello and welcome to this super quick full body routine using the magic circle, the Pilates ring. If you don't have one of these, don't worry. You can always do the whole thing without. You can improvise with maybe like a loop band, something like that. Just get creative. So yeah, let's get ready to go. If we haven't met before, by the way, my name is Emma. I am registered blind, so I have a guide dog that's at the side. That might join us. We'll see how he feels today. But I try to audio describe everything in as much detail as possible. And I really try to do mindful Pilates that connects to the senses. So rather than just sight, full body. Okay, let's get ready to go. So we're gonna start standing. We'll have our feet about a fist distance apart, standing lovely and tall. Let me just tuck the string of my trousers in. Take a moment, if you're holding the ring, to have it in front, just in front of your chest or just in front of your belly. One hand on each side of the pads that are sticking out to the side. We'll stand lovely and tall, rolling the shoulders down our back. Maybe take in the deepest breath we've taken in today. As you breathe out, start to pull your abdominals in. Inhale again. Breathing wide into your rib cage this time, keeping the abdominal switched on. And on your next exhale, we're going to press our hands into the pads of the ring and push forwards. Stretching the ring out in front with a slight squeeze to shoulder height, and then squeeze back in on the inhale. The elbows are now sticking out to the side as you draw the ring in. Keep a slight squeeze as you push the ring out and come back in. So if you're not using a ring, maybe you're using hand weights, or maybe you're just using your own resistance as you push out in front and come back in. As you do this, you can start to think about pushing through a tunnel or like a funnel, so it goes smaller, or hourglass. So it starts off wider, you're trying to squeeze the ring more as it goes through the middle and then push back the other way. Good. We'll pull it back in. I'm going to turn to the side so if you are able to see the screen, you can see me, but feet are still parallel. Next time we push the ring out in front, can you sit back into an invisible chair, into a squat? We then come back up and we draw the ring back towards us. We go again, we sit back into an invisible chair, nice flat back, and we pull back in. So same movement with the arms, but we're now just adding that lovely squat back. We're trying not to round the shoulders forwards. We're thinking about really just hinging at the hips, pushing the weight ever so slightly back into the heels. Maybe close your eyes and just really feel that movement. Let's go 2. On the next one, reach the arms out. You're pushing through an imaginary hourglass. Sit back into your squat. Take the arms behind the back. We're going to keep them here. So you might want to straighten the legs a little bit. And we'll see if we can just lift the arms back up towards the ceiling behind us and back down so the ring taps our bottom. And we lift the arms up and tap down. I do this as well. Try to keep the chest lifted. Try not to round the shoulders forwards and feel those shoulder blades squeezing together. Keep them up at the highest point you can hold and just give me little pulses into the ring. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold the ring out in front. Sit back into your invisible chair. Take the ring behind your back and then bring it round in front of the body. Go back the other way. We take the ring behind our back, bring it round in front, go the other way. Ring goes behind the back, into the other hand, back in front. Just keep changing the direction. Feeling the legs. One more time each way. Good. Squeeze it back in. Stand lovely and tall. Good. Bring yourself right to the front of the mat so you've got room to step backwards. We'll lift nice and tall. So we're squeezing again into that ring if you are using it. If not, maybe come into prayer hands, so palms together. From here, we're going to step one knee back behind us, so we're in like a hip flexor stretch or like a proposal kind of position. So the back knee is underneath the hip. The front leg hasn't changed, the knee's just bent, but the foot hasn't changed. We then step the leg that's in front back, so we're in high kneeling. We then step the first leg in front, back into that proposal position. We press through the feet, we stand tall. Just do that one more time, leading on the other leg. Drop the other leg back, come up to high kneeling, step the other leg in front, come up to standing. On the next one, we're going to stay down in high kneeling. Lifting nice and tall. If you can't do this, maybe come back to the squats we did a moment ago. Pull the abdominals in, we're squeezing the ring, elbows are sticking out to the side. As we now go back to pushing forwards, can we hinge from the knees like a plank of wood back? As we pull back up, we squeeze the ring towards us, elbows back out to the side. We hinge back from the knees as the ring goes forwards. Pull back in, so you want to feel those thighs working. You want to feel the glutes working. We're doing that same arm movement, pushing out and back in, but just adding that hinge back and forth. We are not bending through the back, the shoulders, the hips. This is hinging from the knees. Good, one more time. And then come back up. Good, bring yourself down onto your sit bones and we'll shuffle to the front of our mat. So maybe if you've got a band or you've looped it, that will be really good if you haven't got a ring. If not, you might just want to place your hand behind the back of your leg to do this. I'll show you now. So we're going to have our feet grounded into the mat. Not too close, not too far away. You can start by wrapping the hands around the backs of the legs, pulling yourself up nice and tall. So the equipment's to the side. From there, we're going to tuck just our pelvis under, roll the hip bones in towards us, and then lift up nice and tall. We go again, we tuck under, and then lift up nice and tall. So just the pelvis, tucking under, tucking our tailbone. Good. On the next one, we're going to tuck under and hold. Place the ring onto the bottom of the right foot or hand behind the back of the leg and see if we can lift the leg up to tabletop. Shin parallel to the ceiling and then place it back down. Keeping that slight tuck of the pelvis. Lift up and place it down. You can stay with this. Otherwise, we're going to lift the leg up to tabletop. Can we now straighten the leg out? Feel a stretch. Bend the knee back in. Then place it back down. Let's go again. We lift up to tabletop. Stretch the leg out long. Feel the hamstrings. Bend back in and lower. Just do this one more time on this side. Stretch out. Come back in. Place it down. On the next one, let's bring it up and hold it. Stretch the leg out. Can we tuck a little bit more and start to roll back towards the mat? Just maybe about halfway. And then come back up, lift nice and tall through the upper body. Keep that slight tuck of the pelvis. We go again, we start to scoot the rest of the body back a little bit. And then we come up, lift tall through the upper body, slight tuck of the pelvis. One more time. So it's like you're being punched in the belly and you're kind of scooping back. And then lift up, place that leg down. Let's do the other side. Here comes Mr. Guide Dog. So we go again, slight tuck of the pelvis. We lift the leg up to tabletop and we place it back down. Just notice what the other leg is doing. It might be moving around. Just notice if this side feels different compared to the other side. Let's start to add that little extension. So we lift the leg up, we straighten the leg out, we bend the knee in, we place it down. We come up to tabletop, straighten the leg out, bend the knee. This leg is so tight and it's really early in the morning, so. Good, on the next one, keep it straight. Can we roll back again? Maybe you're going all the way to the mat, maybe just halfway and then come back up. Lift nice and tall. Go again, the leg doesn't have to be high. Scoop back, pull the abdominals in like someone's punching you in the stomach. You're scooping back. And we lift up. I hope my hair, I've got my hair in plaits. I hope it hasn't been hitting the microphone the whole time. Ew. Lift nice and tall. Okay, stay here. Can we bring both feet into the ring? If not, maybe you're holding the backs of the legs. That slight scoop of the pelvis, we're gonna see, can we lift our feet off of the mat and just hold? Maybe here's where you stay. Maybe can you straight or lift the legs up to tabletop? And then maybe can we straighten them out and just hold 5, oh, I'm falling 4, 3, 2, 1, come back in. That was rubbish on my part. Let's bring ourselves all the way down to the mat and have a lovely full body stretch here. Good, just really stretch it out. Nice deep breath in and exhale. Last little bit, let's bend the knees so the feet are flat on the mat. They're not too far away, they're not too close. About a foot away from our sit bones. Back of the head is on the mat and same with the shoulders. And we're gonna have the ring up to the ceiling. Actually, we're gonna pull it in, elbows out to the side, it's just in front of our chest. We're gonna do that same action we did before. We're gonna push the ring away up to the ceiling, pull back in. As we do this, think about a nice natural curve through your spine, your lower back. It's not overarching. Hips are steady. And you're just trying to squeeze through the hourglass and pull it back through. On the next one, we'll keep the ring up, pushing the arms up to the ceiling. We'll lift one leg to tabletop and maybe we place it back down and just see how that feels. Other leg lifts to tabletop, we place it back down. Now maybe we build up to one leg, then the second leg, we tap one thigh down, we pick it back up. Other thigh taps, we pick it back up. Maybe as we tap the leg, we stretch the arms behind the head above towards the ears. We tap the thigh down, lift up. Maybe both legs now, both legs tap. Arms go by the side of the ears, both legs come up. One more time each side, all the doubles. Last little bit. And then hug everything in. Have a little rock from side to side. And back into a full body stretch. Let's finish with a final deep breath in. And breathe out. One last time, deep breath in. Breathe out. And you are done. So I hope that was a nice, quick, full body one that you could easily fit into your day. Archie bears, getting a nice fuss over at the side, so I'm gonna go. But subscribe if you haven't already, like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week for another one. Take care, bye.